How's it, guys? Welcome to yet another all-day TV Top 10. This week, we'll be bringing you the top 10 most followed South African celebrities on Twitter. Coming up at number 10 is the radio personality Gareth Cliff. Gareth is very active on social media platforms, retweeting and interacting with as many users as possible. He regularly gives his opinions on stories in the news, as well as promotes his online radio station Cliff Central. You can find him at Gareth Cliff, and he has about 1.9 million followers, while he follows only 254 people. And of course, he has an astonishing number of tweets, sitting at 31,000 tweets. Coming up at number 9 is none other than Super Mega, aka. Promotion of his music and the gigs that he's playing are interspersed with a lot of retweets on his timeline. Interestingly though, aka is the only person on this list with the fewest numbers of following as well as the lowest numbers of tweets. You can find him of course at aka worldwide, and he's followed by 3.4 million people while he only follows about 9. And then coming up at number 8 is the superstar Damini. She also posts a lot around promoting the projects that she's involved in. You can find Mini at Mini Damini, and of course she's followed by 3.04 million South Africans, while she only follows 866 and has an astonishing number of tweets as well at 26.9 thousand tweets. Coming up at number 7 is the Queen Bee, Bonang Matheba. She who reigns supreme, according to her Twitter bio, television personality, radio host, and businesswoman Bonang Matheba made headlines recently when she was mocked by those on Twitter for the quality of her book. It contained bad grammar, incorrect spellings, and untruths, which spawned a series of memes. Yeah, we know all about it. However, many Twitter followers rallied around in support of her. What stands out the most on Matheba's timeline is the confidence she has in herself, with the following tweet summing it up perfectly. They have to talk about you, because when they talk about themselves, nobody listens. Hey, shade couldn't be shade. You can find her of course at Bonang_M, while she's followed by 3.15 million people, and she follows 328. Coming in at number 6 is Kevin Peterson. Describing himself as a Durban boy in his Twitter bio, Peterson was born in Pietermaritzburg and grew up in South Africa until the year 2000. That's when he moved, of course, to England, the country he played cricket for. A lot of his tweets center, of course, around cricket, while other sports also feature, including golf and soccer. There's also a huge presence of wildlife conservation content, particularly around saving the rhino. You can find him at KP24, and he's followed by 3.7 million people. Coming up halfway through the list at number 5 is AB de Villiers. The Proteas cricket player de Villiers' timeline is unsurprisingly littered mostly with content related to sports, but not just cricket. A lot lately was around showing support for Kevin Anderson at the US Open, while golf and rugby also feature. You can find him at AB de Villiers 17, and he's followed by 6.13 million people. Coming up at number 4 is Cassia Barley. Having ranked number 1 on our list of the most subscribed to South Africans on YouTube, Lee is also the one to watch on Twitter. Recently named as the Chief Creative Officer of social media marketing agency Influencer in London, Lee says in his Twitter profile, "I create and build stuff with people more talented than me." You can find him at Casper_Lee. He's followed by 5.97 million people. Coming up at number 3 is Troye Sivan. Now residing in Perth, Australia. Not only has his singing career blossomed, but he has also made film appearances in all 3 of the Spud movies, as well as playing a young Wolverine in the 2009 X-Men film. Sivan is a well-known gay rights activist, having come out on the 7th of August 2013. You can find him at Troye Sivan. He's followed by 8.76 million people, while he follows 3,591. Coming up at number 2 is everybody's favorite South African comedian, that is of course Trevor Noah. The comedian who recently renewed his contract on The Daily Show in the US for another 5 years and won his first Emmy Award is the second most followed South African on Twitter, beating third place by over 1 million followers. Noah's profile blurbs reflect his sense of humor, stating, "I was in a crowd when Rafiki held Simba over the edge of the cliff like an African Michael Jackson." You can find him at Trevor Noah. He's followed by about 9.2 million people. And the number 1 most followed South African on Twitter is of course Elon Musk. Another South African-born personality who has since moved to another country is of course Tesla, SpaceX, OpenAI and Neuralink founder Elon Musk, who is looking to change the world for better through technology. He is by far the most followed South African on Twitter, beating Trevor Noah by almost 5 million followers. That wraps up our top 10 for this week. Please do make sure to join us again next week for another top 10. In the meantime, please do subscribe, comment, like, and share our content, and we'll make sure to holler back at you.